Is energy converted into light when electrons collide? In simple terms, the answer is yes. When electrons collide, it is indeed possible for light to be emitted. This phenomenon is known as the photoelectric effect. The photoelectric effect, discovered by the German physicist Hertz in 1887, involves the emission of electrons from a metal surface when exposed to light, with the emitted electron's energy depending on the frequency of the light. The photoelectric effect is essential evidence for explaining the dual nature of light, which encompasses both particle-like and wave-like properties. If light possessed only wave-like properties, electrons would be emitted with a constant energy regardless of the light's frequency. However, experiments on the photoelectric effect revealed that electrons were emitted only when the frequency of the light exceeded a certain threshold. This indicates that light behaves as particles with discrete energy packets. The photoelectric effect finds applications in various fields. For example, it is used in photomultiplier tubes to measure light intensity and frequency. Additionally, photovoltaic or solar cells utilize the photoelectric effect to convert solar energy into electricity. Another example of electron-atom collisions resulting in the emission of light and energy is found in plasmas. Plasmas are a state of matter where ions and electrons coexist, constituting the fourth state of matter alongside solids, liquids, and gases. In plasmas, when electrons collide with atoms, they can emit light. The light emitted in plasmas is observed in various phenomena, including the bright light emitted by the sun. Therefore, in conclusion, when electrons collide, it is possible for light and energy to be emitted. However, it's important to note that not all collisions result in the emission of light and energy. The frequency of light must exceed a certain threshold, and the electron's energy must be sufficient for it to be emitted. Now, concerning the question of whether electrons are converted into energy and light during these collisions or whether atoms are collapsing and transforming into light and energy. When light and energy are emitted, electrons are not converted into energy. To escape from an atom, electrons require a certain amount of energy, referred to as the work function. The reason that electrons are emitted only when the frequency of light exceeds a certain threshold is that the light must transfer energy to the electrons above this threshold for them to escape from the atom. Therefore, when light and energy are generated, it's the electrons that escape from the atom while releasing their energy as light. On the other hand, there are cases where atoms undergo processes such as nuclear reactions or radioactive decay, resulting in the transformation of matter into energy and light. However, this is a different mechanism from the photoelectric effect, where electrons are primarily responsible for emitting light and energy.